Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. Let's talk about price. It's been a few days since I made a video like this, and I've got opinions in this video from multiple XRP community members who are chart analysts. One of them caught my attention, and I want to show you the chart associated with the information I will share, but I will tell you this up front. He says that XRP price is quote, wound so tight, and believes that something big is going to be happening sooner than later. So I'll be running through that. I've also got some Bitcoin price action because, of course, as we all know, the XRP price is indeed tethered to the movements of Bitcoin, which will, be less so the case the more time passes. XRP is, after all, the second to least correlated out of the top 10 cryptocurrencies to Bitcoin in terms of price action. So I've got that, and I've got several price-related stories. Now, before we dive in, if you would please delicately tap that like button, and if you're a fan of Ripple and XRP, let's be bestest friends. But that can't happen if you don't subscribe to the Moon Lambo channel. So make that part of your life, right? That's my sales pitch. That's it. All right, so real quick update. Crypto asset class market cap, $250 billion. Bitcoin's at 9,464, which, by the way, from when I mapped out these videos a few hours ago, Bitcoin, I don't remember the exact price, but I'll show you in a chart in a second. It's been moving, actually. I've got XRP at 29.6 cents at the time of recording. You can see here's the 24-hour chart, so it's been edging upward a little bit. Not that exciting, but look at Bitcoin. Within the last, hour or two? A little over an hour, yeah. That's a notable jump, for 1 hour. Anyway. So we'll see if the rest of the asset class is going to follow suit there, which, the interesting thing, in terms of the price movement in cryptocurrencies following Bitcoin, it's not that all of them literally follow every single move. I've never thought that or believed that or stated that. But it seems to me the biggest movements, whether they're up or down, that's when the market pays attention, especially if they're going down, actually. That's even more likely. To take a look at this piece from you today. Crypto trader on Bitcoin price action, something bigger is brewing. Traders are missing out on the bigger picture while watching Bitcoin's short-term moves. Bitcoin has been range-bound ever since its price jumped by more than 30% in one day on October 25th. With that in mind, cryptocurrency trader Mr. Anderson expects a bigger price move. Some might argue that Bitcoin is not exactly stable as of now, and since it continues to seesaw between its support and resistance levels. However, Mr. Anderson says that it's easy not to notice a lack of volatility on the higher time frame price charts. After taking a close look at the coin's weekly chart, he now says that something much bigger is coming. And here's the tweet from Mr. Anderson. BTC Weekly, something bigger is brewing. And basically that was already covered in fact, I'm not going to read the rest of it. Doesn't matter. Anyway, as reported by you today, Binance CEO CZ, who controls the largest exchange by trading volumes, predicted that Bitcoin price could go to $16,000 soonish, which is the technical term for relatively soon, just soonish, very technical, on November 1st. And such an ambitious forecast was made after the famous 4chan prophecy was failed to hit its October target, which I also reported on in a recent video. And I never bought into all that stuff, the whole prophecy nonsense. You know what's even more funny about that? I don't know if I've ever talked about it. Have you guys read stories about the Bitcoin time traveler? Some people believe that crap. I'm not going to talk about it in this video. Maybe I should cover that soon, though. But yeah, there's this guy who claims to have traveled back into the past from the future and, stating what the Bitcoin price action is going to be. It's completely nonsensical. Some people buy into it, though, because some of what was stated has come to pass in terms of certain thresholds of Bitcoin price. But it's ridiculous. I should cover that soon. Anyway, putting aside a crystal ball, Bitcoin might be indeed on the brink of another turning point after weeks of low volatility. But this is not necessarily good news for the bulls. After being stuck in the $10,000 range for weeks, Bitcoin tanked to the $8,000 level on September 25th, and it took more than a month to experience a price relief. At press time, the crypto king is changing hands at 9,299, CoinStats data shows. Trader Luke Martin says that Bitcoin will be a good buy if it reaches the bottom of the trading range again. Last week, Bitcoin briefly dipped below $9,000 on multiple occasions, but it never managed to print a daily close above this level. And there's the tweet from Luke Martin right there. Now, here's another. This is a different analyst from the same website, You Today. And this one's titled, Bitcoin Price Analysis. One more sideways week awaits us? And the inflection there is because there's a question mark at the end of this article title. So it always feels, I don't know if it's just me, it feels a little weird sometimes to have a question mark at the end of a video title. Maybe it's nothing. It's probably just me. The new week has started for the cryptocurrency market with an upswing. While the majority of top coins have increased in comparison to previous weeks, Bitcoin SV is the only cryptocurrency whose price has decreased by 0.59% since yesterday. Bitcoin closed with a 10% growth through the month of October, interrupting a 3-month bearish trend. Yet, there are no vivid signals to suggest a bull run to $10,000. Below is the relevant data at a time of publication here. And it's just, market cap 166 billion, price 9,247, yada, yada, yada. Take a look at this, though. Subheading, BTC/USD, waiting for a bullish trap. The price of Bitcoin continues to consolidate into a triangle pattern based the analysis. They meant based on the analysis, but again, it's crypto media, as I always state. Nobody gives a flying F word. I don't curse on this channel because I don't know if there's kids in the background. I bet there's a kid in the background somewhere. But I censor myself. I'm very responsible, which is why you should subscribe to the Moon Lambo channel. Very responsible adult here. Anyway, based the analysis, one might expect a growth confirmation when the mark is broken at $9,300. Looking at 1-hour chart, which is a weird way to... It's crypto media. Looking at the 1-hour chart, looking at a 1-hour chart, something like that. Like you're missing something there, crypto media. Looking at 1-hour chart, the bulls are buying BTC whenever the price falls below $9,100. The short-term forecast is rather bullish than bearish as the trading volume levels for selling has decreased. This means that buyers are becoming more active in the short term. To sum it up, the bulls might push for a price of $9,300 and above. Such prediction is only relevant for intraday trading. Now, you can see here that happened. So, because that article is written when I was mapping the video out of just, several hours ago, and the price currently $9,463. So again, that indeed has come to pass. Let's go ahead and jump into thoughts from some XRP community members who are chart analysts. Here's Patty Stash. I like following this guy. And he wrote, "Holy crap! XRP is wound so tight. Not a trading view chart, so it's not too clear. But it's literally wound so tight, it's locked between the two moving average lines. LOL, alts all collectively picking up would indicate this will follow that same trend. Big green candle incoming? Question mark? Indeed. And so you can see here's the chart here. Now look, I'm not a chart analyst and I'm not going to pretend to be one. But here's what he's talking about. See where I'm circling right now? Look at this little here. The narrow range of volatility, indeed, is notable. So what's going to happen? And again, with me not being a chart analyst, all I know is that typically when you see situations like that where it's quote-unquote wound so tight, it moves in a relatively big way up or down. Let's see what happens. He seems to be bullish in general here, though. Take a look at this. This is a tweet. I got to share this. So this is kind of cool. So this is from Awake, who on Twitter is at Mr. Level Up. Now, the first few tweets are from November 1st, but there's a recent one that follows up on this today. So let me just quickly read through a few of these, okay? And so Awake tweeted this, again, XRP community member and chart analyst. Reviewed history of XLM to XRP. Randomly, one will start before the other. It goes back and forth. I seen XRP shoot up while XLM was two 24-hour candles behind. It caught up, then moved in sync. Conclusion, EOS, ADA, XRP will all catch up to XLM to keep up with the pattern. Next tweet, checking in on the above. For this to confirm, EOS and ADA, ahead of XRP at the moment, but behind XLM, these two should deliver a big green candle in the coming hours. And he's got the price of EOS and ADA. I don't need to read it. Doesn't really matter. This is an XRP-centric channel. We don't give a damn. And then he writes, let's see if we get insight by these two moves. Check this out. Again, this is all November 1st. Here's the data on why. XRP is delaying like several 20 to 30 hours behind XLM. I think EOS goes next. It's already up 4%. ADA follows, then XRP. Please analyze images so you can level up knowledge. I'll catch up on messages soon, just in work mode in the moment. Okay. And then here's the tweet from today now. And he wrote it again in response to his own tweet from 3 days ago. Here's the new one from today. EOS did go next. Finally got its green candle, see below. Now ADA and XRP are next. And here's the screen grab of the chart that he was citing with EOS. That's fascinating. So he's tracking something. I haven't really heard an analysis in terms of XRP price action in this fashion. Like this, and I follow this guy. I haven't heard him cite anything quite like this in the past, and I just found it interesting. So he is saying that he sees, and again, I'm not a chart analyst. He's saying that he's seen this type of pattern, which sounds fairly complex with multiple coins interacting in this particular way. So take it for what it's worth. I'm just sharing the information that I find because I find it fascinating. Here's another XRP chart analyst, Aquaflow XRP. XRP status, still soaring blue. I don't know what that means. I gotta be honest. I read that and I was like, still soaring blue. I don't know if it's a typo or I literally just am missing something that's obvious. Anyway, white is still strong resistance. I'm guessing one of those resistances doesn't need to be there. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm probably being overly critical. I like you, Aquaflow. So anyway, we keep on being rejected again and again. Pink is still strong support. Big move coming in the coming weeks. So I just want to share the sentiment here. Positive outlook within the next few weeks in terms of XRP price action. Again, with me not being a chart analyst, I am happy to share what others think that do know what they're doing and know how to read a damn chart, because I don't. All right, check out this from the Daily Hodl. Crypto Tracker reveals Wall Street betting on Bitcoin. From new insight on the number of institutional bets on Bitcoin to a push to boost XRP liquidity from Ripple, here's a look at some of the stories breaking in the world of crypto. According to new data from Skew Markets, Wall Street traders are increasingly betting on a new Bitcoin rally. The firm says 870 Bitcoin is now net long. The number was 660 Bitcoin last week, which represents a 30% increase in a matter of days. Well, how about that? Despite the rise in Bitcoin longs, crypto analyst Philb, which is a fun name to say, says he believes Bitcoin will drop to 8,500 in the short term to fill a CME futures gap that was created when the markets closed at around $8,700 on October 25th and reopened at around $9,500. Now, meanwhile, Bakkt's physically settled Bitcoin futures contracts are also on the rise, according to Bakkt Volume Bought. The data tracker reveals a sharp rise in the number of futures contracts on the platform over the past week. And there you go. I do like highlighting that because a lot of people were doomy and gloomy when there wasn't some sort of wild breakouts in terms of adoption of Bakkt when the physically settled Bitcoin futures contracts started. When was it? Has it been a month now? Man, time's getting away from me. Whenever it was, whatever the date was. The point is, it wasn't some mega smash hit in terms of volume, and I kept saying, I don't know why you would have expected that. Didn't make sense to me ever. And it's here to stay. It's not going away. And it's probably just going to keep growing organically. And there's indications of that. Anyway, Cointelegraph. Bitcoin price. Big move brewing. As $9,500 becomes next key battleground. So here, and this is from Philb here. Bitcoin price closed the week at $9,207, down 3.66%. Despite a surprisingly low volatility weekend, the bulls helped keep Bitcoin price above $9,000 for 10 days, and at the time of writing, the price continues to consolidate. So far, Monday has brought a move higher to retest 9,300, representing a 1% gain. And then it goes on to talk about EOS here. Now, when I map this out, of course, like I already gave you the update in terms of what just happened, because it was, again, that was the level that it was at when I started recording, but I'm sorry, when I was mapping it out. But now, as of recording, Bitcoin is at 9,464, and the world of crypto comes at you fast. So those are the updates I got for you for this video. We got some thoughts from chart analysts in the XRP community, some from the crypto, crypto analysts in general. And that's it. Thank you so much for stopping by. You're awesome. I'm not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. that would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo!